Hey everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Des Moines, Iowa, here every Tuesday with my sweet husband Steve.
Hi everybody.
You're back for another week.
Yeah, I'm here.
One day will you just like not show up and they'll be like, Steve, where are you?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, good.
I like these people.
Good, good, good. Well, let's see who's here tonight. Bev is always first. Yes, okay, this wasn't really fair. Bev won a card recently. I think it was the last one in August, which happened to be a birthday card and also had a birthday. So, you know, it's kind of like having a birthday at Christmas time and you get one gift for both. So please forgive me, Bev. But those of you who know me, a card is better than no card because that's a lot of times what it is. I am not great at sending them. I wish I was. I'm trying to get better. Christina's here, and Kimberly, and Tony, and Shirley, Janice, Teresa. Teresa, are you new? Welcome, welcome. Chris is here. So glad you guys are here.
And Kay just got on as well.
Hello, Kay. Okay, you guys, I love this card. Has anyone made this? I think it's unique. I don't know if it's been made before or not, but it's got a belly band. Comes off. This is the nested essential dies. You open it up. Pretty Thoughtful Journey DSP. Open it up again. Oh, Chris, you have made it. Oh no, you made it to the. I was like, have you made it? I thought we made this up. You made it here, Chris. It's good to see you, and I hope your puppy's doing well. So anyway, do you guys love this? So tomorrow is the Pals Blog Hop, and it's an autumn theme. So this one is really, I tried to really get the autumn colors, but I'm going to make it a third way tonight. And I hope you all love it, and we'll do this. Kimberly has not seen anything like this yet. Kimberly, you're always sending me cards that I am casing. Please feel free, everyone, to case, copy, and share everything. And I hope you'll make this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll leave one shut and one open.
So I have an announcement for anyone that knows one of your friends that watches on Facebook. Please text them and tell them to come over to YouTube. Facebook is having problems tonight.
And it's not us. Can you believe
us.
it?
It's Facebook.
it's everybody. It's Facebook itself.
So if you wouldn't mind giving them a nudge to come over and join us all on YouTube, that would be great.
And Teresa, I'm glad you're watching from Oregon. That is so exciting. Tony, I'm glad you like the fun folds. So I made a little template. I like to do these simple templates. I put them in my file. I have them divided by gift cards, boxes, Hershey's Nuggets. They get their own folder. But this one is
I need
going...
to find that folder.
Well, it doesn't have the Hershey's Nuggets in it. Remember, we only have stale candy here, honey.
Yeah, I've found that out the hard way.
The hard way.
It's
okay.
not good.
So this is just a piece of white cardstock, but it is the shape of the card. So the card is 5 inches tall, like a normal card, 11 inches long, and that is just to get this die cut in here. And the front folds down, and then the nested essential comes over the top. Now I'm leaving this on here. Obviously, you cut so that the only thing hooking on is that little part of the nested essentials. But when I go to make this a year from now, I won't remember that. I don't know about you guys, but it definitely isn't something I'll remember. Okay.
Okay, so here's something. Pam is so dedicated. Even
Hello,
though she's
Pam.
working, she's still listening to this video right now.
Pam, you are such a sweetheart. Pam
Yep.
is from Canada, from Nova Scotia. We are so glad you're here. Pam is part of our Joy Club too. And we should talk about that later. I hope more of you want to join Joy Club. We have so much fun as soon as this video is over. And in fact, I got the last square for the fall samplers. So probably next week, you'll see one of my fall samplers done. And the rest of you that are on waiting for your squares, for sure they'll be mailed by Thursday. I have James tomorrow and I'll try to get it done, but for sure Thursday I'll get them to the post office. Can we talk about Stamp Camp briefly, and then I promise we'll make this card. The Modern Christmas Stamp Camp, the suite is $89.25. Even if you're a demo, this is open to demos, customers, anybody who wants this. You purchase it from me, And then everything is free except the postage on the card kits. Or maybe you don't want the card kits, but if you want the card kits, you have to pay postage for that, which is a new thing. Everything used to be free.
Oh, I think you want the card kits.
You
card
do want.
kits are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I would want the card kits. But the modern Christmas, well, let me show you a couple of the things we're going to make. Do you want to take that off the screen? There's 13 demos from around the world, and each of us made a card for the card kit. And this is mine. Look at that 3D tree.
3D.
Yeah, it's super pretty in real life. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. And then my card, this is my stamp camp drawer here that I'm digging in. It's under this counter. This is my card that is that I'm doing a live video for. It's actually a Christmas tree ornament with a hoop. It's all embossed in gold embossing, and you can hang it, your recipient can hang it on the tree. But super fun. A card and a tree ornament in one. So anyway, it's not just those two, it's 24 more. And you can use those in your classes if you're a demo. You get the tutorial free. Of course, you can't sell our tutorial, right? But you can use it in all your classes, and we hope that you will join us. Bridget, you're back. She's been taking care of her mom for weeks. I hope your mom is feeling better. Okay, so like I said, here's the template. 5.5 tall, 11 long. We're going to score it. Do you want to put the graphic up, honey?
I should start doing my job.
Hello. Are you busy chatting with people?
Wow. That is what I do.
Did you see Kimberly's comment? Looking forward to Stamp Camp and all the great projects. Kimberly always does Stamp Camp. There's several of you on here that always do it, and I really appreciate that. And I'm glad it's so much. It's fun for us and fun for you. Okay, so we're going to score at 3 5/8 and 7 1/4. Okay, and I'll just wait till Steve does the graphic for that. Look at that. Yay! Thank you, Steve. Okay, now I'm going to switch from my template to, I'm going to show you how I cut it out too. It's very awkward for me to bring my Stampin' Cut and Emboss over here. So I'm going to use plates, and we're just going to pretend. Okay, so here it is. I have the 3 5/8 and the 3 5/8 and 7 1/4 scored, right? And they are not in the sandwich going through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, right? So you can fold back these two sections. They're just going to hang out of the machine, but I'm just trying to tell you how you line it up. And then what you do is you take the largest nested essential. There isn't room on here to show you this. So again, here's the score line. So you want it to be connected to your card. So see this on the pink one? This part is connected. So the edge of your plates go here. So your machine isn't going to cut that. Do you all know how to do that? Oh, your mom went home. I'm glad she's feeling better, Bridget. So the edge of the plates are lined up with this 7 1/4 score line. And this part is not going to cut. Is that clear to everyone? Let me know.
It seemed clear to me.
Okay. So then when you take it out, I'm going to take my tape off. This is what we have. And if for some reason it isn't cut all the way to the score line, get your snips out and cut it all the way to the score line. Down here, all the way to the score line, and up here, all the way to the score line. Now I'm going to use my snips and cut up to that part. So now all this is loose, and I'm going to do the same thing up here. You can use your trimmer or you can use your snips. I think I used my trimmer before, so if this isn't quite straight, just have grace, right?
Is there a technique to cutting straight? Is there?
You guys tell me. You tell Steve. What's your technique?
Look where you're going and keep your eye on that, or do you focus on the end of your scissors, or?
Sometimes I use a bigger scissors, and that helps. And now this is kind of janky, and I know you guys can't see this. The perfectionist in me, I say I'm recovered, but
She's not
I
recovered.
have this, I'm not recovered. I'm not in stamping perfection recovery, but I'm trying. I know you can't see that. When I'm watching videos, I'm like, come on, we can't see what you're talking about. Okay, so fold it in, fold this across the front. The thing you need to do is really use your bone folder and get it all to go together well, okay? That is my advice on that. Okay, what is next? We're gonna go inside the card, and on this one, I'm gonna do Pretty Peacock, and I cut this 3 3/8 by 5 1/4, and I cut 2 of these. One is for the front of the card, and one is for the inside, but I just thought it'd be easier to tell you as I did 2 of the same. Okay, what are some of their techniques for the cutting, Steve? I see Tony has something there.
I use a long blade scissor for longer cuts or my trimmer. Snips definitely for small cuts. Oh, so if you have the longer blades, you can kind of like line them up.
Yeah, that's why I got the blades out after I used the snips. So the Pretty Peacock is going in here, 3 3/8 across, 5 1/4 up and down. And then we're gonna do Basic White. It is 3 1/8 by 5, and it's gonna go right over the top. And then another thing I wanted to be sure and show you. This designer series paper, Thoughtful Journey, is so pretty. It comes in 6 by 6. You can cut everything you need for this card out of one 6 by 6. So here's the DSP that's going on the front of the card. You don't need to find that banner. I'll tell them again later. It's 3 3/8, okay? Then this, on one card I have 3/4, but I skinnied it down to a 1/2 inch. And the reason I did that is so you had plenty of room to diagonally put your nested essential die. So this is a 6 by 6 square. So that's great because there's 48 of them. So next week, I hope to see y'all have 48 of these cards made. And just think, if you did it, I don't know, if you had 6 by 6 paper, I was thinking for Christmas, but we have to have Christmas scene paper. I don't know. The bottom line is you can make a bunch of cards, right? Okay, so I am going to take my strip and I'm going to glue it on before I put it on the Pretty Peacock, just in case I need to, you know, snip that up a little bit.
So special shout out, hello to Nancy and to Sherry.
And Kathy's here. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. Kathy is on my team, and she just got to Bronze Elite. Quicker than anybody I've ever seen. Good job, Kathy. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little space. You can put it on the edge. You know, do whatever you want to do. But it does line up, so yay, they were both 5 inches long. So I'm going to put this white inside the card and just leave plenty of room to write whatever I want to write inside. And Pretty Peacock turquoise is my favorite color. So I thought I'd make it, you know, it's a nice fall color. Okay, now we're going to move to the front of the card. So shut the flap. We have the other Pretty Peacock piece from before. Same as the other one, 3 3/8 across, 5 1/4 up and down. And I'm going to glue that on the front of the card. So this part is really easy. If you just get that nested essential die the way you want it, you could whip out these cards and I think people would be so impressed. In fact, maybe I should make some of these for backstage. I don't know if, do you guys think leaders would be impressed by this card or not? Okay, so here's my Thoughtful Journey again. And if you want to see a bunch of fall cards, the Pals Blog Hop starts at 4:30 Central Time tomorrow morning. And Mary Fish is up first, and mine is the second blog that you can go through and see a bunch of fall cards, which will be really pretty. Okay, and welcome to any of you watching on replay, and also any of you that might watch because of the Pals Blog Hop tomorrow. Welcome to you. Okay, so that's all we're doing to this. This is just great paper. Now we're going to fold this to the front. And I showed you how I cut this out. This is the second largest nested essential. So this one. And the first one still has tape on it. So there's 4 of them. The flap was made with the largest, and the DSP was cut with the second largest.
So what are the dies called again? Nested Essentials?
Nested Essentials. If you're buying dies, a lot of you probably have them. And Stylish Shapes and Nested Essentials. I think those are my top 2. I use them on almost every card. Okay, so for this, because part of this was cut off, I just took snips and cut off the corner and just made it so it's about the same. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but it's just cut some of that off so it layers better on your card. And I'm going to put this on. What is everybody up to this week? My garden is near the end of the road. James is not happy that the raspberries are almost gone. Tomorrow he'll be here, and Steve did go to Fresh Time and buy some raspberries. You know, maybe, I hadn't thought of this, before he gets here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we'll go take the raspberries from Fresh Time and set them out in the raspberry bed. Although he knows he pulls them off the plant,
off the stems,
so we're gonna be
plant.
in there poking these raspberries from the store onto the stems that are in the garden.
So what you do is you sneak in there and you put your back to them, and he's like, "Oh, here's another one.
Here's another one, James. Just what you wanted." Okay. Okay, so that is how the card goes. Love this. Now for the belly band. Chris is saying, is the dies called Nested Essential Dies? Chris, I bet you own these. They've been around a long time. This is what the dies look like. Nested. I'm pretty sure it's called Nested Essentials Dies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, now for the belly band. This is Pretty Peacock, and it's a 1/2 inch by 8.5. It says 11. Use whatever measurement you want. I started with 11, and then I cut it down to 8.5. And then I took my bone folder like you do with curling ribbon, put my thumb on top, and I did this because I wanted it to go, you know, break down the fibers and go around my card easier. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the back side and wrap it around to the front, and then I'm going to overlap the two. And you want it to be fairly tight, but not so tight that it's hard to get off the card. I also try to do it on a space that's maybe thicker, if this is a little thicker because of the way this fun fold was made. And then we're just going to overlap them, put a little glue on there, stick it down, and then I have a sentiment, and I want to tell you about that. My sentiment that I used on this card is from Layers of Beauty, and Layers of Beauty is in the annual catalog, and it's one of my favorites, both for the floral design and also because of the sentiment. So I'm going to show you that. Layers of Beauty has the Grateful for You, which I stamped in Versamark and heat embossed in white powder. Grateful for You. It's got God Bless. It has You Make My Heart Happy. Do you guys know You Make My Heart Happy on Tuesdays?
It's true.
You really do. And then it has Happy Anniversary and then some florals. So it has mass and dies. It's just a beautiful set. But where else can you get Grateful for You, God Bless, and You Make My Heart Smile all in the same stamp set? So
Pam said you could use a magnet to keep the back closed. And then you would get to snap your magnet.
you know, I should have done that. You know, we could have used a magnet. Are you talking about on the Nested
Yeah.
Essentials instead of the belly band?
Yeah.
Pam, where were you this afternoon? I needed you. Okay, I am just going to put a little bit of glue, and I do have the seam of the belly band on the front. And you could pop this up. I'm not going to, just because it's pretty thick. And I'm going to mail one of these cards to you. I wish I could send you all these cards. since I am grateful for all of you. Sherry says Velcro dots. That's another good idea. Although, I've got to say, doesn't it add a little bit to have a belly band on this card? It kind of breaks up. It breaks up the pretty florals. Look how pretty this one is. I made the pink one first. I'm kind of a
pink gal.
Pink and purple and turquoise sort of gal. Okay, so the order these were made. Number 1 is pink. Number 2 is Cajun Craze. And number 3 is Pretty Peacock. So, and as you can see, I put the belly band in different places and the sentiment on different places. Like here, I thought it looked better centered on there because this is just kind of a menagerie under here. This has a pretty flower, so it, you know, you guys, you do you. 1, 2, or 3, tell me which one you like the best. And have you all put Prize Patrol in the comments so you can be in Steve's drawing?
So Linda is a first-time watcher tonight. So Linda, coaching you up right now, post in the comments, hashtag Prize Patrol, like the scrolling banners, instructing, and then you will be in the drawing to win one of these cards.
So I send out cards, and I was a little behind. You guys are very sweet to be patient with me, but I sent out all the cards last week. So if I owe you a card, it either is at your house or it's coming soon. So I did catch up on that last week. And because I'm leaving town, I'll be here next week, and then we're gone for 2 weeks. But we will have videos while we're gone, and I hope you'll come and watch. And Steve's always up in the middle of the night, so he'll probably be chatting with you.
Yeah, that's just me.
Thank you, Janice. I'm glad you like them all.
Okay, so
you guys
let's
are
do it.
sweet. Are we ready? How many people are in Prize Patrol?
I'm about to tell you.
And do you know, if you're watching, how we can see your comments? Do they? Oh, no one's on Facebook, so we can see all the YouTube comments, right?
Well, we do have people on Facebook now.
Again, if you're watching later, please let me know that you're watching the replay.
Okay, here we go for our drawing.
22 people in the drawing.
1 in 22 chance.
We love spending Tuesday evenings with you. You can win once a month. Let's see who won.
Bev Stokes.
Bev Stokes, did you win? You won the last one in August, right? Pretty sure. I don't know where my prizes are, but I'm pretty sure you didn't win in September. So look at that, Bev. This one won't even be a birthday card. It'll just be a card because you won. So Bev has watched for years, and she didn't win for years, and now she's won twice in a couple weeks. So good for you, my friend. Anyway, everyone watching, thank you so much. Please come back. We will be here live next week on Tuesday. We'll have another fun card for you. And if you're interested in the Stamp Camp, reach out to me. You can email me at beth@stampingmom.com, or you can leave a comment here. Steve will leave the comments up for me so I can read them. And otherwise, you can just go into my store and buy the Modern Christmas Suite. And thank you to all of you that have done that already. I think 10 people bought it after last week's video. So you guys have a great week. Blessings to you, and see you next Tuesday. Reach out if you need anything. Bye-bye.
Bye.